So you're thinking about moving to Lansing, Michigan, and you're really wanting to be close to where all the restaurants are, where all the shopping is, all the entertainment. Well, today in this video, I'm going to be taking you on a map tour of Delta Township, Michigan, and in this tour, you're going to see how close everything really is to you within minutes. And stick around until the end, because I'm going to show you on this map tour something that you cannot find in all of Greater Lansing, Michigan. So sit back, relax, because we're about to get started with this new episode of Lansing, Michigan Life right now. Hi everybody, Troy Seifert here with the Capital Area Real Estate Specialist here in the Greater Lansing, Michigan area. And we get phone calls from people just like you every single day who are looking to move to our area. So if you're looking to buy in 9 days, 90 days, 900 days, I mean, that would be a really long time, but if you're looking to buy anytime soon, our team would love to be able to help you out. Please call, text, email us in the description below. All of our contact information is there. Also, schedule a Zoom call with us. We would love to be able to speak with you about what your real estate goals are. And if this is your first time to our channel, if you could please like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell for notifications. I would greatly appreciate it, because then you would be the first to be notified whenever a new episode of Lansing, Michigan Life drops. And trust me when I say it, we're going to be giving you a lot of info about this area. Hopefully you're going to be able to learn a lot of great things. So if you're looking at me today, you see I have my Philadelphia Phillies garb on, and I'm a huge Philadelphia Phillies fan. Right now they are in the playoffs, and I'm really hoping that they make the World Series. By the time this video goes live, we will see if they made the World Series or not. But the reason why I'm wearing this for this video today is because I came from a small town in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, but I was a Philadelphia Phillies fan all my life. And living in that small town, there really wasn't a whole lot there. Like, I was really excited when I was a kid, when Super Walmart came into the area. Like, that was a big deal in our city. I mean, we had a small little mall, but that was like about 20 minutes away. We weren't a very large city, and things were just more spread out. It took 10, 15 minutes to get anywhere. And when I came to Lansing, Michigan, I came to realize that I really liked being close to everything, and I became spoiled when I became a part of the area. Everything was within 10 minutes. I had highways surrounding me wherever I went, so I could get to mostly everything within like a 20-minute radius, but there was so much there. I did not grow up with having a Carrabba's, a Red Lobster, a Red Robin, right down the street. Then when I moved to Delta Township area, before I moved to DeWitt, but the last house that our family lived in was in Delta Township, I was so close to everything. Like, it was within minutes of being able to go to my favorite grocery store, to Kohl's. I absolutely loved it. And there might be some of you out here watching who are thinking, that's what I want. Like, I want to be super close to everything. I don't want to have to travel so far to be able to get to the nearest grocery store, to be able to get to the nearest shopping area, like a Target, a Meijer, a Walmart. And so I wanted to do this map tour to show you how close everything really is to each other in Delta Township. I'm also going to kind of show you here just the schools of Waverly, because I haven't really talked about Waverly School System, and I'll show you how close Waverly School System is, each of the schools are to each other. And like, I'll be able to show you some of the local favorites within here, because there are some entrepreneurs within our area that have invested in Lansing and have created their own specialty restaurants that I feel are pretty special to our area. So I'm going to be pointing those out. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get my screen started here.
Okay, so I have you up here on my screen right now, and right here is Delta Charter Township. You see this red square right here? This is where Delta Charter Township boundaries are. It's located over on the west side of Lansing. So you see this is the center of Lansing. East Lansing's right over here. Then you got Lansing proper, where the downtown is over here. So it's just located on the west side of Lansing. And then you've heard me talk about Grand Ledge before. Grand Ledge is another suburb of Lansing that's very popular. This is extremely close to Delta Township, but not quite there. Grand Ledge does have some of its own stuff. there, which I'll feature in future videos as well. So right here is Delta Township. Just kind of want to give you a view here. Delta Township can have the Grand Ledge School System as well as Waverly Schools. So as I start getting more in depth with this map, I want you to kind of see that Waverly schools are a part of here. If you do purchase a home within the Waverly School System, you can do school of choice with Grand Ledge. When my kids were in Waverly School System, we were able to do school of choice with Grand Ledge if you wanted to do that. And I encourage you to go on niche.com, niche.com. Go to just check out the ratings for the schools and see which one might be the best for you and your family. So right here, you can again see the boundaries of everything. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here because really in Delta Township, if you're wanting to be close to absolutely everything, you're going to see that you can be. Because right here, Delta Township, there's one main drag and one main strip where you can pretty much be anywhere. So as I continue to zoom in here, this right here, this street is known as Saginaw Highway. And you see, like when you get off of I-69 here, I-96, you know, whichever way you're going, easy access to be able to get wherever you would want to. And I'm just gonna, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more here so you can see everything that is on this main strip, because again, I feel like it's going to be important for you as I zoom in even more to see everything that is on here. So right here in one of my videos, I did feature Horrocks. I've talked about Horrocks as one of the top 5 must-dos in the Lansing, Michigan area. So, wanted to highlight this. Right here is Horrocks, right off of the interstate. And there are some hotels here. You got Comfort Inn over here as well. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit more, just a little bit more here. So then as we continue to go further, there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to continue moving a little bit further on here, and I'm going to stop using my pen because I feel like I can highlight some of the things as I go through here. So the Tangy Crab, it's one of those seafood boil places in town. And I think I had mentioned earlier in the intro that there's an entrepreneur in our area that has invested in a few restaurants that have very different concepts. And this is one of them. It's the Tangy Crab. You can get, it's a Cajun seafood and bar, but a lot of it is, being able to get a boil with potatoes, corn. My son and I went there the other week. Great food, especially in Michigan. You don't really get a lot of seafood options around here unless you live on the East Coast. And we just absolutely loved the seasoning that they had within it. It's kind of messy. It can be a little pricey. You want to go for, a special occasion for sure. But again, like it's a great option to be able to have here because it's not a national chain. And as you continue to go down the street here, not everything is highlighted that I'm seeing here. I'm going to go in a little bit further. So you got a Denny's, woohoo, open 24/7 usually. And then you have McDonald's here. I mean, McDonald's are everywhere. But you got Buffalo Wild Wings, and you continue to go on this stretch here on Saginaw Highway. And the first stretch, like there's not really as much. There's a little bit of like a dead end here for about a mile. And then you keep going, driving down this stretch, and here is another restaurant that is actually a part of or it's the same owners as the Tangy Crab. It's called Ohana Sushi and Bar, and it's all you can eat sushi, and it has a lot of just Asian foods that are there. It has this place. It has a food called money bags. It's a little bit like a crab rangoon, a very light crab rangoon, and you can order again like as much sushi as you want. It's about like, I want to say like on a weekend night, it's about $40 a person to be able to be able to eat there. And then for kids, it's about $20-25 a person. But I love going there just because they give a decent amount of variety. You can get appetizers there with it's just not all sushi. There's different appetizers you can get. And again, it's owned by the same people with Tangy Crab. He has another one that's not going to be featured on this video, but in East Lansing, the owner has another place called Fueled. That's more of a stir fry place where they kind of make it for you, and then you can, it's noodles, rice, almost like a Mongolian barbecue sort of concept there, but not as fancy as that, more casual. So both these restaurants have been very successful in our area, and I haven't even gotten to the chain restaurants yet. So, you keep going here, and now you got Carrabba's, and you got Red Robin. My family loves going to Red Robin. And then back here, you got Kohl's. So Kohl's is right on this strip, and then here's Kroger, and in my opinion, this is the best Kroger in the entire Lansing area. Maybe some of you who live here might disagree. I love this Kroger. It has everything there. It has great prices. I love going to this Kroger. But you keep going, and I've already shown you some shopping stuff that's there, some restaurants, right? Keep going here. There's some strip malls, and then you get to another area over here, okay? This is a new place that opened. I haven't been there, but my wife has been there before, called the Korean Barbecue Hot Pot Place. Again, not a very cheap option, but a very creative sort of restaurant that's there. She enjoyed it. Also, there's a Logan's Roadhouse Steakhouse. I do want to let you know, we do have 4 steakhouses within like a few miles of each other on this strip. And Meridian Township, which is I think I did in an earlier video, I did an Okemos map tour. Meridian Township, I don't even think that they have Lucky's Steakhouse, but they don't have a chain steakhouse over on the east side. That's why I'm saying, like, Delta Township here on the west side, this is where all the restaurants are. This is where a lot of stuff is being built. Because now you can see, there's Longhorn right there. And then you've got other restaurants such as Chipotle. That used to be in the Lansing Mall, and they decided to just move out to their own place. Jersey Mike's is over here. Then there's another strip mall here that has, I'm going off of Saginaw here, but this one has some unique places that you can go to. It has a Dick's Warehouse sale place that has a lot of Dick's Sporting Goods stuff on clearance. Hibachi Grill Sushi Buffet. It's the largest buffet in all of Michigan. If you're not in Michigan, in Lansing. So I've been there several times. My family has. We enjoy it. Also, Planet Fitness is here if you want to be able to work out and have a place that's close by there. They do offer Planet Fitness there. That's pretty affordable rates there. And then there's also like a new entertainment complex that opened. As I scroll over it, I think it's kind of funny to see this, but this is a Fun City trampoline and adventure park. And you can see by the photo there's a huge ball pit. And I can't remember the last time that I have even seen a ball pit in this day and age. I think they got rid of all of them. Well, this place has it. It's a huge ball pit. Our kids had a blast when they went there. It also has trampolines, an arcade there. They opened about a couple months ago, and our kids had a great time there. So this is like they also have a rock climbing wall. They have all sorts of different just concepts within the same space. So definitely a place to check out for kids in Delta Township that they just recently opened. Over here, you see Big Lots, and at the time that I'm posting this, Big Lots might be closed because they're closing a bunch of Big Lots in Michigan. So I'll be interested to see what goes in this space over here. Aldi is over here for your grocery shopping needs. And then as I continue to go down the main strip here, we got Cheddar's. Cheddar's has great food. They make everything from scratch. That's why it's called a scratch kitchen. But more, Applebee's type food, like, American food, but everything is homemade. They have these amazing crescent rolls that are sweet. When they're warm, it's a great appetizer to be able to have at a restaurant. So you have that. You got Longhorn Steakhouse on the other side of the street. Chick-fil-A, always busy there all the time. Then you got Applebee's, and right here, I recently did a video just of the Lansing Mall. This is where the Lansing Mall is. So you're seeing all these shopping places in there. It has a Barnes & Noble in there. If you take a look at that video, you see there's been a lot of vacancies throughout the mall. Malls have had a rough time within the last several years, right? But this mall is still open. It also has, this is where you'll find the multiplex, the Regal Cinemas here at the Lansing Mall. So you'll also be able to watch movies here. Now, I'm being honest, this is my least favorite movie place in all of Greater Lansing. There are 3 other movie theaters. One's a place that you can eat and watch a movie. Another place is, the other two are just more like multiplexes that have recliner seats. I like those a lot better than Regal, but at least it's an option that you have here. You can see here at the Lansing Mall, they still have a JCPenney here, and then another entertainment complex in Delta Township. So there's two of them, is Zap Zone XL, and in here there's bowling, there's go-karts, there's laser tag. There's another place in Okemos called High Caliber, and the go-karts are better there at High Caliber, and I feel it's a little bit more adult-oriented at High Caliber. Zap Zone's a little bit more kid-oriented, but they also have laser tag there. And I don't think that High Caliber has bowling. This one has bowling. I feel it has more arcade games there as well. So Zap Zone XL, it's kind of revitalized the Lansing Mall big time. Over here on the other side of the Lansing Mall, if I go on the other side of Saginaw, there's Panera here as I go over this way, but I wanted to go across the street because there are some cool places over here. You got Qdoba, you have Starbucks, there's another Starbucks further down the road, and when I head further west, over there, you got Chuck E. Cheese as well, so another entertainment complex for kids. So when people say that there's nothing to do in Lansing, there's nothing to do. I mean, we have three large entertainment complexes, one of them being like in my opinion, just one of them being a national chain, and then the other two being, more locally owned. Just for the fact that we have that is awesome, just in one area. And then also you got Target over here. You have some furniture stores over in this area, and then you have Meijer. If you're not familiar with Meijer, it's a lot like Walmart, and it's a lot like Target. So you saw Target right down there. Meijer is, in my opinion, it's more popular than Target and Walmart in this area because Meijer has had roots in Michigan. So every single city in the greater Lansing area, most of them have a Meijer there. They might not be the cheapest prices, but if you look in the interiors of them, they're super nice. They also have a rewards program. They do some things to be able to keep people, coming back to them, even though they might not have the cheapest prices. Then we continue to go down the street here, got Los Tres Amigos. And I know a lot of people that rave about this place for a Mexican restaurant. You also got Wayback Burgers. You got A&W Restaurant over here. You also got Panda Express. So I'm going to kind of stop here because I'm getting down to so Waverly Road. Okay, if I keep on going here, Waverly Road is going to be this way. It's about I don't know, a mile down the road that way. And there's really there's a lot of fast food. There's not really going to be anything that's going to be super interesting, over there. It's going to be a lot of fast food, a lot of casual stuff. So now I'm going to make my way to the other side, see if there's maybe anything I missed as I go. World Buffet, that's another buffet, very popular buffet in the area as well. They compete with that Hibachi Grill buffet, which, they both have sushi at their buffets as well. Again, we're just driving down the other side here at Delta Township, right? So the one thing I will say as I go down this road, the one time that this gets a little nuts is during Christmas time. And I know that for a fact because I lived in Delta Township. To get on Saginaw here, it's a nightmare. It is so busy. So whenever you're looking to commute here or take a trip down here for all the shopping, give yourself another 5 to 10 minutes. Take a breather a little bit, don't get so stressed out about it, but it's going to take you a little longer because there's a lot of traffic lights here. It's the main drag down in Delta Township here. You can obviously see everything that's here. Okay, so now we're going to go to the other side of the highway. So now I am about to pass, over where Horrocks is. All right. Oh, and then down here on the other side of Horrocks is Outback Steakhouse, another steakhouse. So again, we have, that's the 3 of the 4. You're going to see the 4th one here soon. Now we're going to cross over where the 2 highways intersect. And oh, look, another steakhouse, Texas Roadhouse, woohoo. And then Cracker Barrel, which I absolutely love going to Cracker Barrel for breakfast. One of my favorite places to go to as well. Bob Evans, I mean, it's okay, not my favorite. But as we continue to go down this strip, gonna see some fast food places, but I'm gonna head us down. Okay, so we got a Crumble that just opened. If you've never been to a Crumble Cookies, incredible cookies that change every single week. Then you take this road and you got Walmart. So this is another complex that's over here. And then there's another, I kind of want to feature this as well too. This is where they have a little strip mall that has a Bath and Body Works. It has a Maurice's, it has an Ulta, it has a Ross, but it has PetSmart over here. Then if I'm going to the other side of the street, we got Lowe's as well. We've also got Michael's over here. We've got Boot Barn. I've never been there. So if you love Boot Barn, I'm sorry. I'm not really a huge fan of Boot Barn. I don't know what it is. So anyway, so we're going to continue going down this way. So I want to go across the street. I did feature this in another video recently, but all of this that was over in this section where you're seeing Bob's Discount Furniture and Burlington, you know, right here, and TJ Maxx over here. This was all a field, and recently this area became built up, and that kind of tells me that people who invested in this area saw that there was a lot of growth. And so they built this area. Some places moved from one area to the next. I'm out of some of the strip malls. And then over here, we also got BJ's over here. I don't know why the optical is featured here, but not the warehouse. But BJ's is a lot like Sam's. It's a lot like Costco. And then also an Olive Garden was built here. And Culver's, which if you've never been to Culver's, they make their own custard, very popular in the Midwest. They're known for butter burgers, but I always love getting their beef pot roast sandwiches. And, you know, it's just a great one-stop shop where you can get your entree and your dessert all in one place. And they make their own root beer there too. So I'm gonna keep going down here. Quality Dairy is down here. I would say like that. Okay, so I've been to Wawa and I've been to Sheetz. It's nowhere near as good as Wawa or Sheetz if you're from some of those areas. But they do make their own donuts, and they do have a following out here. So Quality Dairy, you know, they have a really good hand-dipped ice cream at a really good price as well. So Quality Dairy, you'll see those around the Lansing area here and there. And then across the street here as well, you'll see, you know, there's Arby's and a Lazy Boy, and then Menards and Sportsman's Warehouse also over here. But you know, then you see some open field area, and this is where they're going to, I feel they're going to be building, and I'm going to take my pen here to highlight, but I feel somewhere around here they're going to be building a Bass Pro Shops, which is going to be huge. I mean, at Bass Pro Shops, they only build those in areas where they see a lot of growth, and that'll be something that will bring a lot of people here to the area. Now, this side of the highway can be a nightmare anytime, not just Christmas, but there's a lot more traffic lights. There's a lot more people going to Grand Ledge, because if I continue to go down, so if I continue to go down this stretch over here on Saginaw, I'm gonna kind of stop here because that's where a lot of the shopping and the entertainment stop. But I think if you remember seeing on the map earlier that Grand Ledge is this way. So you go left, you go straight down this road, it's gonna take you right into Grand Ledge. So again, you know, you're gonna see here that there's just a lot of stuff within one small stretch, like within 2 or 3 miles, right? The other thing I wanted to highlight here really quick, I'm not really going to get into any neighborhoods. I might get into neighborhoods for another video, but I wanted to kind of show you the Waverly School System. That was something I didn't highlight when I was down there, but I want to show you how close the Waverly School System is to everything. So when I go over this way, okay, so right here is the high school. Right down here is the middle school. Right here is an elementary school. Another elementary school, the Colt Elementary, I believe that is the kindergarten. So Waverly really only has 6 schools. They have an early childhood one for kindergarten. They have two first through fourth grade schools. They have a 5th and 6th grade building. They have a middle school, and they have a high school. So there's about 200 kids per class, I want to say. Right now, when I look at the statistics, so it's not an absolutely huge school, but everything in Waverly School is encompassed by these neighborhoods right over here. So if you live in these neighborhoods that are over here, it's great. Like, I mean, everything is super close. The line, right here is Waverly. This is kind of the line right there as to where Waverly schools end. Now, I believe you can still do school of choice if you're in the Lansing school district and you want to go to Waverly schools. That's an option that you can do, and I feel some people take advantage of that. But you have a whole school system just within like a small little radius, and then up here is another elementary school. So they are so close to each other. I've never seen a school system have schools that close. So Delta Township might have all this stuff, but everything is so compact in this area. So the last thing I want to feature and tell you, because I think I said earlier, hey, I'm gonna share with you one thing that Delta Township has that no other area in Greater Lansing has, right? So the one thing that is super interesting to me is that you kind of saw me go through, down this road right here and everything that's here. On Saginaw, this is the only place that off of in one section in Lansing where they have Meijer, where they have Target, and they also have Walmart, all in the same strip, all within a few miles of each other. So if you're moving from out of area and you're just so used to Walmart and you just like the layout of it, because a lot of layouts are similar, Walmart's right down the street. If you love Target, because I know some people are hardcore Target people, you have Target right down the street. If you have Meijer, or if you love Meijer because maybe you grew up in the Midwest and or you visited Meijer and you're like, hey, this place seems really great. I really like that it has a loyalty program. Okay, Meijer's right down there too. You have 3 of the main shopping complexes, I guess you could say, like the all-in-one start. The one-stop shop that you have. So, and anyway, like looking through this, I mean, that's the one thing I wanted to show you is that, if you move to Okemos, if you move to the south side only has Target and Meijer together. If you move to Okemos, it does have Target, it has a Meijer, and it has a Walmart, but it's not a super Walmart. Okay, Walmart Supercenter doesn't have a grocery place. It's just your small scale Walmart that's over there. So Okemos does have a regular Walmart. They just don't have the Supercenter, I guess. So I know some people just like being able to have a one-stop shop there, and you'll be able to have that with the Walmart Supercenter in Delta Township. All right, so I want to kind of show you just the lay of the land here in Delta Township. A lot of stuff here, a lot more than any other area within the Greater Lansing area. So hopefully this was informative to you and kind of just gave you an idea of if I want to move to a neighborhood over here. I definitely, there's plenty of neighborhoods that are surrounding here. Like if I were to go out of here, you definitely would be able to see. I mean, the airport's really close by too. There's a lot of neighborhoods right behind all of this stuff, and you can be anywhere within minutes. So if you're looking to buy a home within this area, I would love to help you out. Again, call, text, email, schedule a Zoom with me. I will answer those calls. I will answer those texts. I would be happy to be able to, meet you and kind of hear your real estate goals. And then also, if you enjoyed what you saw, please like, subscribe, hit the bell for any notifications so that you can be the first to be notified whenever something new comes up on the Lansing, Michigan Life channel. Again, I thank you so much for coming and viewing this. And until the next time, make it a great day.